live, Aldric, talk about that a little bit.
For me, it's very simple. I've come across many people who talk about the sexiness of entrepreneurship, running a startup. I no longer have a job. I have full control of my life and destiny and time and the people I want to meet and things like that. I'm like, that's great, but in the world of content creation, regardless what platforms you are on, whether it's social media, whether it's social publishing, whether it's short form content, long form content, you you think about the people that's there. They will talk about such things. It's like you think about the people who talk about investments in YouTube. They will talk about Bitcoin. They won't talk about anything else. There is a
Mm-hmm.
certain characteristics of such people being on the platforms. And I would say that people like to talk about things that accentuates the positive, and they totally negate the other side of the argument.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that you want to do something for yourself. You feel good about it. You're confident. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do A B C D E F G. Blah 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 blah. I can run. I can fly. I can swim. I can whatever. But at the end of the day, let's be honest. I've come across so many people writing so many articles on how I made six figures as a content creator.
All the time on YouTube.
Okay, so regardless whether it's YouTube, Medium, Vocal, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, I think we have to embrace a dose of humility. We have to start questioning, like, yeah, you said you earn six figures, but was that an accumulated figure? Is that a monthly figure? What currency is it? And at what platforms? How many hours did you put in? They will never tell you that. Why? Precisely the point that I mentioned previously. They accentuate the good stuff, but they don't talk about the bad stuff. And another topic that blows my mind. I mean, not really. It didn't blow my mind, but it annoyed me now more than ever. Is I achieved financial freedom by being a content creator. And then when you look at their Instagram posts, it is very obvious they are staying with their parents. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that if the bills that you have to pay, they are small ticket items, you reach your financial freedom status very easily. But if if you have to think for your parents, they don't think like that, because they got to pay for the house that you are staying in. They pay for the car that you're driving out, right? So for them, they're not thinking about making six digits over 10 years creating content. They're not thinking about, what the millennials are thinking about, like, go big, bet big on the side hustle. And they're thinking about, I got to get the household going. Yes, I'm interested to do my business, but I have to be practical because I got to feed my family. So I cannot abandon my job yet, but I have to carve time out from my day to do what I'm interested in. And when you do that, you don't jeopardize your family. Now, at this point, I think there's a difference between how Asians think about family first, and the Western world, they think about individualism over collectivism, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's your business, my passion, and blah blah blah. But your thinking will change if you have a young family to feed.
Yeah,
If you have two
definitely.
babies, you're not gonna think about that. Are you still gonna think about I want to create content and things like that? You can, if your spouse is the one working 9 to 6. So I think that article is really just my way of thinking. Like, hey guys, yes, we should explore, we should do what we believe in, but at the same time, let's accept that the reality in front of us is not as rosy as you painted. I really don't believe anyone, or rather, I really don't believe the vast majority of the people in the content creation world achieving financial freedom by creating content. I don't. But I believe that the top 1% can do it.
Yeah,
Context is
I mean
everything.
it's practicality, right? You know,
Yeah.
like if you look at most successful business owners and millionaires and even billionaires, they're they're still working. Like they don't think about retirement. They don't talk about short term. They really plan for a long term status, right? They're planning for um they literally plan to give their family, right, the upper hand. They plan for legacy. They plan for legacy, right? So a lot of folks that you mentioned, a lot of millennials who are like into like the content marketing space. You're right; they are just talk about the glam and glamour and the short term. Now, when you say financial freedom, like what does that mean,
Yeah,
right?
precisely. Right.
What does that
What
mean,
does it mean?
right?
Does it mean that
Yeah,
you does it mean that you have leftover income after paying your phone bills, your food, and public transport fees? Come on, guys, those are low ticket items. Okay, I mean, like, if you earn 250 and those items are $200 and you say I have achieved financial freedom, I mean,
and also
like,
taxes. Don't forget taxes, right?
yeah,
I mean,
you
once
have
taxes get
taxes.
taken out, are you still financially